Well, hello everyone. A lot has been happening in the world lately, hasn't it? It feels like every day brings a new headline, a new story, a new development that leaves us all trying to catch up. And honestly, it can be a bit overwhelming. So, let's take a moment together, right here, right now, to sift through some of the most significant events and trends shaping our world today. We'll break them down, explore their implications, and try to make sense of it all. Before we dive in, I want to extend a huge thank you to each and every one of you for being a part of this community. Your support means the world to us, and it's what keeps this channel going. If you're new here, welcome. We're so glad to have you. And if you've been with us for a while, thank you for sticking around. We truly appreciate you all. Now, if you find value in what we do here, please consider subscribing to our channel. It's a simple click, but it makes a massive difference in helping us reach more people and continue creating content that hopefully informs, entertains, and maybe even inspires. And while you're at it, give that like button a tap. It really does help with the algorithm and ensures that our videos get seen by a wider audience. We are incredibly grateful for your support. Also, we love hearing from you. Let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. It's always fascinating to see the reach of our community and connect with people from all corners of the globe. Your comments, feedback, and insights are invaluable to us. All right, let's get started on this journey of exploration. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so buckle up. In this video, we are going to talk about relationships, specifically about the intricacies of relationships between men and women. Main body. We're going to delve into a fascinating exploration of what truly makes a woman tick in the realm of intimacy. We're not just talking about the obvious here. We're going beyond the surface level to uncover the hidden desires, the unspoken needs, the subtle cues that often go unnoticed. This isn't about cheap tricks or manipulative tactics. This is about understanding the female body and mind on a deeper level, fostering genuine connection, and ultimately, creating more fulfilling and passionate experiences for both partners. It is about true connection. The reality is, many men are missing out on a whole world of pleasure simply because they haven't been shown the map. They might think they know what women want, but often, they're only scratching the surface. There are erogenous zones, sensitive spots, and psychological triggers that, when activated, can lead to a level of intimacy that's truly mind-blowing. And we're going to explore those today. This isn't just about physical touch, though that's certainly a crucial part of it. It's about understanding the interplay between the physical and the emotional. It's about recognizing that for many women, the journey to arousal is as much mental as it is physical. It's about creating an atmosphere of trust, respect, and genuine care. We have to understand this. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, isn't this a bit too personal? Or why should I care about this? And those are valid questions. But here's the thing. Understanding intimacy, understanding how to truly connect with a partner, is fundamental to building strong, healthy, and lasting relationships. It's about more than just the bedroom. It's about creating a bond that transcends the physical and nourishes the soul. So, are you ready to embark on this journey of discovery? Are you ready to learn the secrets that can transform your relationships and unlock a whole new level of intimacy? If so, then stick around, because we're about to dive deep into the fascinating world of female pleasure. You will find out a lot of interesting stuff today. Chapter 1. Let's start with a somewhat overlooked area, the ears. Yes, you heard that right, the ears. Most men might think of them as simply a place to whisper sweet nothings or perhaps dirty talk, which, by the way, can be incredibly effective when done right. But the ears are so much more than that. They are incredibly sensitive, packed with nerve endings that, when stimulated properly, can send shivers down a woman's spine. The auditory canals are very sensitive. Think about it. A gentle caress along the outer rim of the ear, a soft kiss on the lobe, a playful nibble, even a light lick along the inner curves. These seemingly small gestures can have a profound impact. They can trigger a cascade of sensations throughout the body, awakening a sense of arousal that many men completely miss out on. We have to stimulate more. The key here is to be gentle and attentive. Start slowly, exploring the different parts of the ear with your fingers, your lips, your tongue. Pay attention to her reactions. Does she lean in closer? Does her breathing change? Does she close her eyes and let out a soft sigh? These are all signs that you're on the right track. And don't forget the power of combining physical touch with auditory stimulation. Whispering into her ear while simultaneously caressing it can create an incredibly intense experience. Tell her what you're going to do to her. Describe the sensations you want her to feel. Let your words paint a picture of pleasure in her mind, and watch as her body responds. But remember, everyone is different. What one woman finds incredibly arousing, another might find ticklish or even uncomfortable. The key is to communicate, to pay attention, and to adjust your approach based on her feedback. Intimacy is a dance, a give and take, a constant conversation between two bodies and two minds. It is a very important part of relationship. Chapter 2. Moving on, let's talk about the neck. This often neglected area is a powerhouse of sensation. In fact, many experts believe it to be one of the most erogenous zones on the female body. Studies have shown that women often rate the nape of the neck higher than even the breasts in terms of sensitivity. Think about that for a moment. The neck, an area that's often exposed, that we might not even think twice about, holds the potential for immense pleasure. The reason for this sensitivity lies in the abundance of nerve endings clustered in this area. The slightest touch, a gentle kiss, a soft breath against the skin, can send shivers down her spine and ignite a fire within. It's a place where vulnerability meets desire, where a simple gesture can speak volumes. So how do you properly stimulate the neck? Start by gently kissing the area where the neck meets the shoulder. Let your lips linger there for a moment, savoring the softness of her skin. Then, slowly work your way up, tracing the curve of her neck with your lips, your tongue, your teeth. It will make her crazy. Experiment with different pressures and sensations. A light feathery touch can be incredibly arousing, while a slightly firmer kiss or a gentle nibble can add an element of intensity. And don't forget the back of the neck, the nape, where the hair meets the skin. This area is particularly sensitive and responds well to gentle caresses and kisses. Again, communication is key. Pay attention to her body language, her breathing, her subtle moans and sighs. These are all indicators of her pleasure, guiding you on your journey to unlocking her deepest desires. Please make sure you watch this video all the way through. We'll delve deeper into the other key areas and explore the psychological aspects of female arousal. Plus, at the end, I'll reveal the single most important thing you need to do to create a truly unforgettable experience for your partner. You won't want to miss it. Chapter 3. Now let's address the obvious, but often underutilized, erogenous zone, the mouth. Kissing, while seemingly basic, is one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal of intimacy. It's a direct pathway to a woman's heart, and quite frankly, her arousal. Yet so many men either rush through it, do it poorly, or skip it altogether in their haste to get to the main event. This is a big mistake. Kissing is not just about locking lips. It's about exploring, teasing, tantalizing. It's about using your lips, your tongue, your teeth to create a symphony of sensations that can leave her breathless and wanting more. A deep, passionate kiss can release a flood of oxytocin, the love hormone, creating a sense of bonding and intimacy that's hard to replicate any other way. Think of kissing as the appetizer to the main course. It sets the stage, builds anticipation, and allows both partners to connect on a deeper level before moving on to other forms of intimacy. It's a chance to slow down, to savor the moment, to truly appreciate the person you're with. It is a great start. So how do you elevate your kissing game? Start by paying attention to her cues. Does she lean in, parting her lips slightly? Does she respond with enthusiasm, her own tongue dancing with yours? Or does she seem hesitant, perhaps pulling away slightly? These are all signals that you need to be aware of. Experiment with different types of kisses. A soft, gentle kiss on the lips can be incredibly romantic, while a more passionate, tongue-filled kiss can ignite a fire within. Don't be afraid to use your teeth, gently nibbling on her lower lip or running them along the edge of her mouth. And remember, the mouth isn't just about the lips. The tongue is a powerful tool for pleasure. Use it to explore the inside of her mouth, tracing the curves of her teeth, the roof of her mouth, the sensitive area just behind her lips. Kissing is very important. Chapter 4. Let's venture to a place that might surprise you. The scalp. Yes, that's right. The very top of her head, the place where her hair grows, is a hidden treasure trove of sensation. It's often overlooked, completely ignored, yet it holds the potential for immense pleasure. The scalp is covered in a network of nerve endings, making it incredibly sensitive to touch. A gentle massage, a light scratching, even just running your fingers through her hair, can release a flood of oxytocin, that feel-good hormone we talked about earlier. Think about how relaxing it feels to have your own head massaged. It's a simple pleasure, yet it can have a profound impact on your mood and overall well-being. The same is true for women. A scalp massage can be incredibly soothing, helping to relieve stress and tension, while simultaneously awakening a sense of arousal. So how do you properly stimulate the scalp? Begin by gently running your fingers through her hair, starting at the forehead and working your way back. Use your fingertips and your nails to apply light pressure, making circular motions as you go. Pay attention to the base of her skull, the area just above the neck, as this is often particularly sensitive. Do not be shy. You can also use your fingertips to gently massage her temples, the area just above her ears. This can be incredibly relaxing and can help to relieve headaches and tension. And don't forget the area behind her ears, another sensitive spot that responds well to gentle touch. Chapter 5. Now let's move down the body to the lower back. This area, often hidden from view, is a landscape of muscles and nerves just waiting to be explored. The lower back, particularly the area just above the tailbone, known as the sacrum, is especially sensitive. A gentle massage here can not only relieve tension and stress, but also ignite a spark of arousal. Think about the curve of a woman's lower back, the way it dips and rises, creating a natural hollow that begs to be touched. This area is often associated with sensuality and femininity, and for good reason. It's a place where pleasure and relaxation intertwine, where a simple touch can speak volumes. So how do you stimulate the lower back? Start by applying gentle pressure with your fingertips, tracing the curve of her spine. You can use circular motions, long strokes, or a combination of both. Pay particular attention to the sacrum, that area just above the tailbone. This is where many nerve endings converge, making it incredibly sensitive to touch. You can also use your palms to apply broader pressure, gently kneading the muscles on either side of her spine. This can be incredibly relaxing and can help to relieve any tension she might be holding in her lower back. During intimacy, you can incorporate lower back stimulation into your routine. For example, when she's on top, you can gently caress her lower back, tracing the curve of her spine with your fingertips. Or, when you're behind her, you can kiss and caress the area, letting your touch linger on that sensitive spot just above her tailbone. Chapter 6. Let's turn our attention to a surprisingly sensitive area, behind the knees. This often overlooked spot is a hidden gem of erogenous potential. Most women are not used to being touched there, which makes it all the more exciting when you do. It's filled with nerve endings that, when stimulated, can send shivers up and down her spine. The beauty of this area is its unexpectedness. Most men focus on the more obvious erogenous zones, completely bypassing this hidden treasure. But when you take the time to explore it, you're not only showing her that you're paying attention to her entire body, but you're also likely to surprise her in a very good way. So how do you stimulate the area behind the knees? It's actually quite simple. Gentle touch is often all that's needed. You can use your fingertips to lightly caress the skin, or you can use your lips to plant soft kisses. Experiment with different pressures and sensations, paying attention to her reactions. You can also incorporate this area into your foreplay routine. For example, when you're kissing her legs, take a moment to linger behind her knees. Let your tongue trace the sensitive skin, or use your fingers to apply gentle pressure. It is a very sensual part of body. Chapter 7. Finally, let's talk about the feet. Yes, the feet. While often neglected or even considered unsexy by some, the feet are actually one of the most sensual parts of the female body. Each foot contains over 7,000 nerve endings, making them incredibly sensitive to touch. These nerve endings have a direct connection to the brain and can evoke a powerful response when stimulated. Think about it. A foot massage can be incredibly relaxing and pleasurable. It can relieve stress, improve circulation, and even boost your mood. The same principles apply to sexual arousal. Stimulating the feet can send signals to the brain that trigger feelings of pleasure and excitement. So how do you properly stimulate the feet? If your partner keeps her feet clean and well-maintained, don't be afraid to explore them. You can gently massage her soles, paying particular attention to the arches and the balls of her feet. You can use your thumbs to apply pressure to specific points, or you can use your fingers to lightly stroke the skin. You can also incorporate her toes into the experience. Gently squeezing them, sucking on them, or even licking between them can be incredibly arousing for some women. Again, communication is key. Pay attention to her reactions and adjust your approach accordingly. Conclusion. We've covered a lot of ground today, exploring the various erogenous zones of the female body. But remember, the most important erogenous zone is not a physical location, but rather the mind. For women, sex is often more of a psychological experience than a physical one. It's about connection, intimacy, and trust. Appealing to her brain, understanding her desires, and creating an atmosphere of emotional safety is the ultimate key to unlocking her pleasure and creating a truly unforgettable experience. It's about more than just physical touch. It's about understanding the interplay between the body and the mind, the physical and the emotional. It is very complex. By taking the time to learn about her body, to communicate openly and honestly, and to truly connect with her on an emotional level, you can create a level of intimacy that transcends the physical and nourishes the soul. And that, my friends, is the true secret to satisfying a woman. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration. I hope you found it informative and insightful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and share your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing from you.